Beautiful big trees. Actually, two different trees that grow together there, sort of intertwined with each other. A leadwood and a jackal berry, as well as two big knob thorns. Perfect place for baboons to sleep. Seems they were sleeping late this morning as well. I don't blame them. Nice big trees, they could see the early morning sun. Probably enjoying just sitting in it. Nice big branches to laze up on. The tail disappearing there. Let's go around a little bit. Just around the bend in the drainage line. There is another view where you can see that tree quite clearly. There's someone crossing the river in front of us as well. It's running across there. Oh, that's got a sore foot. Gap there somewhere. There maybe. Quite a big troop. This is obviously a different troop from the ones we see very often close to Boyatella there around Gari Dam. We're about 2 kilometers or so south of there at the moment, 3 kilometers maybe. Disappeared. There's also a few nyala up on the bank here, just right up at the top there. You can just see the tail swishing in through the leaves. Looks like 3 bulls hanging around up there. So baboons and nyala, quite often you see them together. They don't really mind each other much. So I'm gonna go a bit forward. Maybe get a gap somewhere. Young male just looking at us, looking at him. Ears just flicking away flies. Now move on, difficult to see more of them. Beautiful area. The bank, as you can see, obviously about 6-7 feet higher than we are. Let's stay in this drainage line for a little bit more and then we're gonna get out of the drainage line, I guess. Continue more east.
Any other updates that we are running? Yeah.
Now again, we've got a picture like a little house here, and we're looking at the front door. It goes into a big termite mound again, looking at the trees growing on it and the size of it. Probably one around here. I'm sure this den site has been there for a long time, many decades probably. I know it's sometime about 10 years ago wild dogs had used it, hyenas use it sometimes. If they're not around, there were things like porcupine, jackals, even owl species. Quite a few different animals that would utilize it. Essentially you'll have quite a few tunnels and you could go into that tunnel if you're small enough, crawl through it, and there's another place further to the right that you could come out again. Within the tunnels as well there were different caverns and places to sleep in, so it's a perfect place to keep young animals in. There's a little safe in there. They've got in and deeper down little hollows and things that they could creep into that something else wouldn't be able to get into. So if a leopard goes around or lions or anything that could be a major threat to them, they can hide in there. So it's a perfect little home, sort of safe haven for the youngsters. Best time really is sort of late afternoon, early evening, just after sunset. Sit around, you can often see some beautiful things. That's what we had day before yesterday. But also early morning, especially winter time. Summertime not as much, but winter time nice and cold. Animals will often lie right in this area just to the front of the hole there that we're looking at now. Very almost powdery dust from many paws and bodies lying. Perfect place to lie and catch some sun. Obviously right next to the entrance to your burrow, so if something threatening came along you can just run straight in. So with a bit of luck we'll see a nose peeking out of there now. Of this termite mound as well. Maybe one just lying at the back, but I doubt it. But don't worry, we'll come past here again and again and again. More often than not we'll see some amazing hyena activity.